Hi everyone, my name is April Satchel and I'm here today to talk to you about the intervention I chose, which is called the Talk Ticket. The Talk Ticket is classified as a behavior intervention and it's geared towards how to deal with our challenging students. The overall concept of the Talk Ticket is to set aside time to discuss an incident that may have happened inside or outside of the school building with your student or students. There are 3 separate types of talk tickets, and they vary depending on the severity of the situation. When you set aside the time to talk to the student, you use a talk ticket so that you're not dropping everything during the lesson and it doesn't affect your instruction. The talk tickets look something like this. This is the first one. And you're basically it's like a meeting. It's like you're scheduling an appointment with the student. You're writing the name, where they're going to meet you, the time and date of the meeting. The next one is the middle classified talk ticket. This one is, I guess, for depending on the severity of the situation or the incident, you can include the student's name, who else should be in the meeting besides you, and then maybe another adult in the building, such as the principal, the guidance counselor, a co-teacher, the location of the meeting, the date and the time. And the last is my favorite, which is the top looks somewhat the same as the second, which is again the name, who should be in the meeting, the date, the time, and then here we see little bullets of what we should discuss. This is my favorite, and I really feel like for younger students, they may not be able to fill out the reflective planner. We'll go over that, which is part of the talk ticket process, but I like the whole idea of it, the concept of it, where it allows the child to describe what happened. Now, as educators, we know when 2 students have an incident, there are 3 sides to every story. His side, her side, and the truth. But allowing the child to convey their side of the story really just sets the tone that you're listening, you're understanding, and that their opinion or their voice matters. After that, the talk ticket, the third one discusses what role did the student play in that event, in that situation. And for me, like just taking responsibility as a student, no matter the age, it's great just building skills of a personality and just taking responsibility of your actions. The talk ticket also goes over how a student could have made a different situation better or worse by their actions. Discussing this with maybe 1st or 2nd graders is great. We set aside classroom rules, and I think just discussing with them that, cause and effect that happens not only in science with experiments, but in life. And anything that you say or do, it may have consequences, and it may lead others to do things that have a negative impact, like on their behavior or the way they talk or the way they present themselves to you going forward. I like that it also touches on next steps, which can better the incident or maybe even just social skills with that student, just going forward. How can you avoid being in situations such as this one? How can you maybe deal with things better? It's just building skills, and I really feel like if we're going to help parents better their children for society and to be able to function and abide by the classroom rules, which leads to abiding by the law, I really think this is a great tool to utilize in the classroom, and the earlier you implement it, the better. The last part of the talk ticket process is the reflective planner, which is my favorite. I may have mentioned that already, and it has like 4 questions that it wants the students to, 5 questions that it wants the students to answer, and it's just describing the role that they played in the incident, how maybe it could have been better, and not only on the student's part, on the schools as well, the teacher, what positive things that other people could have done. Maybe there needs to be another lunch lady in the cafeteria. Maybe there's not enough supervision in the gym, or on bus monitors. Maybe we need another bus patron. It's just all about hearing what happened and how the situation can get better. And maybe the student will take responsibility and maybe they won't. But at least you're setting aside the time to hear the story. You're setting aside time for the student, and you're also setting aside time to make an impact so that incident or that situation doesn't happen again. And I really like this whole intervention, and I plan to use it in my future classroom. Thank you.